today for our New Year's Eve party. We're going to be having a fun hour and a half. We're going to be doing some making activities. So we've got 4 different things that you can make to help jazz up your outfit or your room. And you might also want to decorate a party space. So I've chosen a little corner of my room. It's at the bottom of my stairs. You could decorate a whole room or a small space. Now, you might have received a pack from us full of lots of exciting things. There's lots of materials in here to do the making activities with, so we'll show you what you need for each activity. But there's also some things to decorate your space and to play with. So you might have a big silver emergency blanket and it's huge. And you could use that to decorate your space to have a nice shiny disco element. You could hang it on a wall, you could cut bits out, you could turn it into a tinsel curtain. I'm sure you'll have lots of fun with that. Now, the activity that I'm going to be doing first is we're going to be making arm streamers. You can see I've already got one here. I think it might be great when you're having a little dance and wiggle later on. Now, I'll show you the materials that we're going to need. I'm just going to put everything else to one side. And what you're going to need to make the arm streamers is a sheet of coloured paper, some tissue paper and crepe paper, and then something to stick down with. So in your pack you should have some labels that you can, stickers that you can use to stick things down. You might have some tape at home that you could also use. And then something else, if you've got some scissors at home, those might be helpful, but if not, don't worry, we can just rip it, which is sometimes more fun. So, to start with, we're going to make a wrist strap. I'm just going to angle you down so you can see what I'm doing. So, with your sheet of paper, I'm going to use this for the strap around the wrist. So you might want to just check whether it fits. So you could do it widthways, or you could do it lengthways. And if you do it higher up your arm, you might need a longer strip. But I'm just going to do one around my wrist. So I'm going to do cut a nice wide strip. Because the wider it is, the less likely I think it is to rip. If you need a bit of help with cutting, make sure you go and ask an adult for some help. So I'm going to put this wrist strap to one side for now, whilst we cut the streamy bits. So I think actually I'm going to do some blue and green. Now a little trick to help you cut a bit quicker, if you fold your tissue paper in half and then fold it in half again and again, just makes it a little bit quicker for you. You can do much less cutting and get a really long strip. So you can cut lots of different sized strips. You might do some wide ones and some much thinner ones. You can cut lots. See how much quicker it is? Then imagine cutting a whole sheet of tissue paper. It'd take you ages. Now I'm going to do some green as well, I think. So again, I've folded it in half, fold it in half again, and cut some strips. When you think you've done enough, you can start attaching them to your wrist strap, and you can always cut some more if you feel like you need some more. So I'm going to get my wrist strap back. Here's my wrist strap, and you can open up these little folded up bits and you can see that you've got really long strips. I'm going to use the stickers to stick them down. Now they're quite big stickers, so you can cut them into some smaller bits if you like. That's what I'm going to do, make them go further. So what we need to do is lay our bits, our stream bits, onto our wrist. Now when you're using the tissue paper, it doesn't matter which way you stick it down. You can stick it down any side. when you're using something like this that's green on one side and white on the other, make sure you stick it face down so you'll see the green on the other side. And then you just keep doing that all the way along, sticking your strips on. You can layer them on top of each other if you wanted to. Make it full of lots of strips. Oh, I've dropped that one. You can do it all one colour, or you might want to do lots of different colours. Be interesting to see which colours you'll choose. I'm going blue, green all the way along. Keep dropping my bits of my streamers. Okay, I'm going to do one more piece. Should have cut all of my labels first. I'm going to do that now. Peel them off. Okay, so when you've stuck pieces all the way along your wrist strap, you can turn it over and see what it might look like. And then you can attach it around your wrist. So let me angle you back up so you can see me. I've done one like this, where the streamers are coming down my arm, but you could also do one where it's coming down your hand. So the next bit can be a bit fiddly if you're by yourself. So you just have to lay your hand down. Might need an adult to help you with this. Wrap it round your wrist and then we'll stick it down. So I'll peel off a label. Wrap it round and stick that on my hand so it's easy to grab. And stick it down. Oh, mine came undone. There we go. Oh, I'm dropping you. And then we've got my streamers. So if you're still making, that's okay, carry on. But now I'm going to hand over to Millie and she's going to show you how to make some paper hats.
Hi, I'm Millie. Welcome to the party, and I will be making a party hat with you today. So you will need scissors, tape, felt tips, a hole puncher, glue if you have them at home. Also, from the pack, you need to take out a coloured card. It has already got template printed on it, a white sheet, and a brown envelope. So, should we get started from cutting out the template? And now we're going to just fold a cone shape. But before you do that, I found it would be easier if you just cut small sections off the tape first. And just there, yeah, on the two edges, fold it up so that you can overlap them to the guideline there. Yeah, so if you have a little helper next to you, you can work as a team. Now you can secure the cone shape. And the next thing we're gonna do is to make holes. We'll need 2 holes, so one on each side, just so on top of the baseline. If you don't have a hole puncher at home, just use a pencil. Use a work. Yeah. Now we need a length of elastic, which you can find there, just from the envelope. We're going to tighten knots. Thread through the holes first and the tight knots. And this is a time for you to measure the length that will fit it. Your head. Like, just thread through the hole and tight knots. Now your party hat is ready for you to decorate. Now, looking through the brown envelope, we have some shapes and some stickers, and a little tin foil sticker there you can use as well. And, so you just need to do your own design with sticker, or do a special design. Draw a shape, draw the design. You guessing what I'm making? I'm making the pineapple. And cut it out. You'll have time for you to carry on making later on. So don't worry if you are a bit behind, and don't worry you haven't finished it yet, because we've got plenty of time later. Yeah? So you tape it. Busy. Okay, so now it's time for me to say thank you for taking part, and Susie's up next and running her activity, so thank you for joining me today.
Thanks Millie, that was brilliant, thank you. Alright, hiya, I'm Susie, and I'm going to be doing one of the activities from your pack with you as well today. So the one that I'm doing is party faces. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is making some fun accessories for your faces for our party. So what I'm going to do is show you what you need from your pack and what you need from home as well, and then you can make one along with me and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so I'm going to flip my camera around and then you'll be able to see what I've got here, and that'll make it much easier. Okay, so here goes. There we go. Can you see that? Right, we've got from the pack, we've got some straws, some card and the labels, and then I've also got my own colouring things and drawing and cutting things. So what I'm going to make today is a tie, and what I've done here is I've drawn the tie already. So what I need to do now is just colour it in. I'm going to colour it in purple because that's one of my favourite colours. So you should be able to see that. So what ideas can you come up with? You can think of all sorts of things to decorate your faces or your head or your hair. It's up to you. There's all sorts of things you can make. So I'm just going to colour my one in quite messily for now. You can probably take a lot more time doing yours much neater. But you get the idea of what I'm doing with this. You can make yours look a lot fancier than this as well. You can add spots and stripes and glitter if you've got any, all sorts of things to make your things look absolutely amazing. Okay, so when you're happy with your shape and you've got it, you need to cut it out. Ooh, and there we go. We've got our tie shape. So what you're going to need now as well from your pack is these labels, and you won't need a whole one for this, so you can cut one in half. Just cut a section off, and then you can use that as some tape. Take one of your straws and tape it onto the back so it holds it there like that. And then you've got a tie on a stick. And turn my camera around again. And now I can wear my tie on a stick. Oh, very fetching. Okay, now you might not have finished yours yet because they're going to take a little while to do, but you can be doing them all the way through the party. You can be colouring and making different things for either yourself or for other family members. But what I'm going to do now is pass over to Rachel, who's going to show you what other things she's got for her activity from the pack. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Susie. That looked like great fun. I'm going to show you now how to make some pom-poms. You should find in your pack a big bundle of colourful tissue paper, and you'll need from home a pair of scissors. I've gone for my quite big kitchen scissors, so you might need an adult or a grown-up to help you for this point. So, open out your tissue paper. There are lots of colours, all bundled up together, all folded up, and in the middle you should find something shiny and 4 stickers. We'll put those to one side, we'll need those later. Now I know I've got all my tissue paper, my shiny bit in the middle, I'm going to fold it in half. This is where you need some help. You need to start cutting. So I'm not going to cut the edge that's folded, I'm going to cut the edge that's open, which is this edge here. And I'm going to cut it up to about this width from the edge to here. I'll show you what I mean now, like this. I'm going to go all the way along, stopping at the edge so I don't go to the very end. I'm just going down the side of the tissue paper all of the way. Eventually, I'm going to end up with lots and lots of colourful thready bits that are going to be our pom-poms. I'm going to be able to shake them around and shimmy them in people's faces and just have a party. I'm hoping you're going to make yours too. You can make it with me or you can make it later. We don't mind. There's lots of things in your packs to do. They should keep you busy and get you in the mood for a proper New Year's Eve party. Right, I'm nearly done now. I'm getting near the end. There we go. I'm going to stop there. This is the really tricky part. Having cut all of the bottom, I need to snip all the way across this bit, and then I end up with 2 bunches just the same. So I'm going to go through here like this. Really carefully. Make sure there's someone around to help you, or just supervise, or just be there. Okay. I now have 2 bundles exactly the same, like this. I'm going to roll it up from the end that's not cut. Just going to roll it really tightly, tight as I can. Doesn't have to be neat, you can make a mess. This is where the stickers come in now. I need 2 stickers to hold this bundle together. I'm going to go round like that, round like that, and there we have a pom-pom ready to go. So you can make another one with your other half, and then you'll have 2 pom-poms ready to party. So join us, keep making, watch out for the countdowns. We're going to count down until midday, and we need you to be there with us. Keep making, share everything you make with us at NC Making. Thank you.